The New Testament, beginning in the first chapter. I'd like to draw your attention to the second verse. It says, who have been chosen and destined by God the Father and sanctified by the Spirit to be obedient to Jesus Christ and to be sprinkled with his blood. May grace and peace be yours in abundance. May grace and peace be yours in abundance. Amen. I'd like to preach for the next few minutes for the subject, chosen by God. Chosen by God. Let us pray. Father, our God, we thank you once again, O Lord, for allowing us to stand behind the sacred desk to declare a word of truth to you. Ask God that you would use this frail and broken vessel of dust. Get me down into your revelation word, into the well of hope, and draw me back up into my nation, Lord God, and pour me out on those who have hearts and ears to hear your word. Pray, O God, that you would use this frail and broken vessel. As you part these lips of clay, let the words fall from me, your words and not my own. Now may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my rock, my strength, and my redeemer. In Jesus' name we pray. And let the church say amen. Amen. Chosen by God. Now, I'm not talking about the Jews who refer to themselves as well as other people who refer to them as the chosen people of God. What I'm talking about this morning is those whom God has chosen. The chosen are elected by God. They're actually called the elect. They're people who have been elected and chosen by it. It means that believers have the highest position in all the world. And that's the position of being God's own holy and beloved children. We've been elected to be holy. And the word holy in the Greek is pronounced hagios. It means separated or set apart. It's somewhat like the word being saved. In fact, that's what saved means, to be separate and apart. For God to set you apart from everybody else and to save you for himself. God called us out of the world and away from the old life that it offered, the old life of sin and death that the world has to offer. Because if you take note, you see the news every day. You see so many different things happening every day. Somebody's being shot, somebody's being stabbed, somebody's driving drunk and running over people and running away from the scene, and somebody's doing something heinous to somebody else. And when you stop and find out what the background of these people are or is, most of the time they are not people who are saved. They're not people of faith. They're not people of God. That's the sin and the death that the world has to offer. And a lot of us will run around there and be all up in that mess and think that we're having a good time. We've known a few of our grandchildren and even those of us ourselves who before we got saved or before we were chosen by God, we used to run to the club or just about every night that we could, trying to drop it down like it's hot, trying to shake it like we could make it, and trying to do everything that we thought we were big and bad enough to do, and thought we were having a good time. And so instead, what we were doing was we were participating in the continuance of sin and death. Because surely, I'm going to tell you, most of the folks that I grew up with already did. And can I get a witness? If they're not dead, they're in prison. There may be a couple of us that are still around. But when I stop and think about it, I thank God Because I was on my way there too.
Well,
Darlene and I were having a conversation the other day. In fact, we had it again yesterday. We had it again today. When we stopped and think about the fact that we were running around here committing all these sins, and then we were telling other folks, yeah, come on and join us. Come on, join the party. Come on and have some fun. Come on and just let's do whatever we can do. Let's just have a good time. Doesn't matter what we do. Doesn't matter how many folks we sleep with or drunk with, or hang with, or commit all kinds of mess with. Come on, y'all! And then you stop and you think about the fact that God was so good and that He chose us. These corrupt vessels to put His Word and His Spirit in. He ain't perfect. Because I wear a collar doesn't mean that I'm a saint. I lived my life. I've done some dirt and some mess. I keep telling you, I didn't come from being perfect. But when I stop and think about a perfect God who chose me to speak a perfect word. Oh, bless His name. I can't even fathom the fact. For all the stuff I've been through, I'm still alive. I thank God. He called us to be separated, to set apart. And He calls us unto Himself in the new life He offers. And see, the new life is righteousness and eternity. God wants to give us a new life, not just for the day, but forever. We've been elected to be the beloved of God. God has called us to turn away from the old life that showed hatred toward God. I said it Thursday night, I was an enemy of God. And I thank God because God reconciled me and continues to reconcile me and all of us back to Himself through the precious body and blood of Jesus Christ. I was talking to Ramona Cheney just yesterday, and I said, I've just been thinking about this reconciliation thing, and I got a picture in my mind of how God reached down through time and eternity, and He fashioned Himself a body, and He named Himself Jesus, and He walked this earth. But that's not what He just did alone, because what He did was He reached out through Jesus, and He said, here I'm extending my hand to you. I want you to come and be reconciled back to me. I want to save you. All we have to do is reach back. That's all we got to do. It's not hard. It's not that we got to do something major. All we got to do is just reach back. Hold on to God's unchanging hand. God does all the work. All He says is, come. But that old life, that life that rejected and rebelled and ignored and denied God and was constantly cursing in the face of God. God has called us to be the beloved of God, the persons who receive His love in Christ Jesus and who allow Him to shower His love upon them. But let's consider that in this day and time of suffering and hardships and difficulties and economic problems and war and so on, God still loves us enough to choose and elect us to be His very own holy and beloved people. And He'll take care of us no matter how ridiculed or how abused or how persecuted, no matter how poor or hungry or troubled or distressed, and no matter how great the hardship. God will meet and supply each and every need.